The state is requesting that we confirm the CRSP. However, the father does not agree to it. The state is requesting that the court take judicial notice of what was attached in the order, Exhibit E, which is the calculation of the retroactive support. The father is providing that he agrees to the amount. However, he does not agree to the dates. Again, we're just requesting that the court take judicial notice of Exhibit E, as it shows that we only requested retroactive support for 10 months. And that is what it was calculated. And he does agree to the 10 months. He just doesn't agree to the dates that were provided in the order. But again, it was only 10 months calculated, Your Honor, at 704 per month. Additionally, the non-custodial parent at this time is now requesting to address some other issues that were not addressed in the order. He's now requesting to change the visitation to a 50-50 schedule. However, the OAG does not agree to that request, and I believe there may be an issue relating to insurance as well.
Okay. All right, Mr. Morales, if it's 10 months, it's 10 months. I'm looking at the calculation sheet. 10 months at 704 is 7,040. Y'all agreed to a credit offset of a 1,110, which is 5,930. So that's whether it be this month or that month, does it still add up to 10 months?
Yes,
Okay, so I mean, I mean, I don't understand. Like I said, 1 month or this month, it's still 10 months total, no?
correct. My only issue was the dates that were on paper. Those
Okay,
dates were wrong.
but in the end, does it still add up to 10 months?
Yes,
Okay. So, I mean, the dates are just going to be that range. They don't say that you're not paid, you haven't paid anything within that range. It's just saying that it's considering that range. And then at the end that you owe the 5,930. I mean, I mean, you're arguing about a minor issue. I don't know that if that's what you're asking of. It's not really necessarily saying you never paid anything. It's just saying between that period that you owe that amount of money, if that's what we're doing. Does that make sense?
no, correct. No, my only issue was that the dates were wrong on paper, and for legal reasons, I wanted to make sure those dates were getting corrected.
Well, it's a range. Do you understand what
Okay,
I'm saying? It's
correct.
it's not saying you didn't pay every month. It's saying within that period that you owe that amount of money. I mean, it's not going to make a big difference. It's still going to come up to whether I did April or I did June. It's still going to be that you 1 month that you didn't pay. If you get what I'm saying?
Correct.
Okay. So, besides the retroactive support, I mean, do we kind of have an agreement that it should be the 5,930, or are you wanting something different?
No, I'm in agreement with that. But I would like my kids more than
Okay.
what I've been seeing them. I would like 50-50 with the kids.
Are y'all doing that now?
No.
Okay. Well, then that's something you need to discuss with mom. Right now, the children are primarily living with mom.
Uh, yes.
Okay. I mean, if she's not here, so I'm kind of at a loss. I can't ask her, but would assume that she would not be in agreement to doing a 50-50 if y'all aren't
She's
going to
not
be
in
doing it.
agreement with the 50-50. I've discussed with her multiple times trying to arrange an agreement for 50-50, and she denies it every time.
Okay, well, there's your answer. I mean, the children primarily need to live in one place. They cannot go half a week in one place and half a week in the other place. They're not going to do well in school if they do that. Sometimes people are able to work out things and they're really friendly and cooperative, but if you aren't cooperative with each other, you aren't. There's not much we can change it. I mean, I would hope in the future you can work together better, but I mean, if y'all haven't come up with an agreement and then we're kind of stuck with it, mother being the primary, okay?
Well, that's my issue is that I'm trying to work out an agreement. The mother gets aggressive. She starts yelling profanities, and I'm just trying to work something out. There as of now there hasn't been any court order, but she has been taking charge and demanding stuff as if I have no choice. And like to I would like something in writing for her to see that it's something that we can both work with, not just what she says or demands.
I mean, I mostly agree with what you're saying. That's why we're trying to put in visitation orders. So the visitation orders are very specific. that your visitation starts at X time and ends at X time. That she has to allow you to take the children at those times. That we're assuming, of course, that outside of those times, the children are with her. If you kind of do just like we're gonna do visitation by agreement, that's not enforceable because there's no start time, no end time, that kind of thing. So when we do this visitation schedule, that kind of helps you in a way. First, it gets a schedule. So even though y'all don't have an agreement, there's a schedule, and then she has to follow the schedule. And then if she doesn't follow the schedule, you can file a motion against her to enforce your visitation and get your visitation for that time. If y'all wind up agreeing to more, then that's extra. But at least at the minimum, the visitation that they're asking for is just a regular standard visitation order. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Well, yeah, I want more than the standard visitation. Because
Okay.
if the standard visitation says only this time to this time on these days, that's all she's gonna want to give me and not work anything out. But I want to work something out where I get them more, I see them more, and I get to be with my kids more. If
What
the
you're at,
court order only says I get them from 3 days, 3 weekends out of the month or 2 weekends out of the month for this day to this day, I just don't think that's fair. I would like them more.
well, I'm not gonna twist her arm, sir. I can't twist her arm and make her agree with you. So, and neither can you, of course. So, if she doesn't want to, she doesn't want to. That's just kind of where we are. I mean, an agreement is two people have to agree, not one person telling the other person what they want and then the other person has to do it. Uh, yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, if y'all can reach agreements later, I hope you can, but I can't make her.
And I get what's the possibilities of me getting my kids full time?
I don't know. You got to talk to an attorney. But where we are today, the children are primarily with her. So, I mean, a standard visitation order sounds like that's what we should be doing. And then later on, you can either try to do it friendly or you can file something with the court. But at least for now, we need to have some kind of schedule so that you can enforce it and get your visitation at least at the minimum amounts.
I don't agree with any of this. It's
Okay,
just I just
I understand. Mr. Tatum, what was the third issue? I forgot.
I believe that the father is requesting a change in the insurance.
Oh,
uh I
what
had
were
a
you?
question about the insurance. It
Yes, sir.
was just if paying for the insurance and if I put the kids on my insurance, what would be the process from there?
Let me go back in here into your order here. Let me see. Your proposed order.
It's with the mother currently carrying the insurance, Your Honor.
Yeah. Okay, so if the mother's carrying insurance, she's the one that has the obligation to carry insurance. Um, you can't just on your own put the child on your insurance unless you're willing to risk that you're not going to get that money back. So we have different ways that things happen. Usually we don't have people, at least in this kind of court, where both people have insurance available. But let's assume in a different perspective that she did not have insurance available, then you would be one to go find insurance and or she would be finding Medicaid if that was the case. If she didn't have insurance available, then yes, we would probably prefer you to carry the insurance. She has insurance available, the child is already enrolled, then that's what the proposed order is. If you go and get your own insurance, it'd be like a second insurance. You're going to wind up paying the cost of the premium. It may save you money in copays or prescriptions. It depends on your insurances, but there probably is not going to be an economic benefit to you getting a second insurance. Um, Now, if y'all agree, maybe her premium is really high and your premium is really low. That's where y'all talking to each other. And she says, well, I want to save some money. And you're like, well, I want to save some money too. And then y'all do new court order saying, okay, I'm going to carry the insurance instead of you. That's again an agreement. Um, but that's not where we are right now. So, um, besides that, I mean, hopefully that explains, I guess, what can happen. But right now, she has insurance for the child.
Okay, and am I paying 100% of the insurance or do we split that?
You're paying a premium amount. Let me get back to that. Hold on. Okay, so she's covering insurance. Medical support is 253 for medical, and then she's covering dental, and then this order reads $43 a month for medical and dental. On the previous page, it said total cost. Okay, so you're paying a portion, maybe 75% or so of the medical. Her medical is actually 632 a month. And then you're paying 100% of the medical, which is 43 a month, which is what they're asking you to pay on that. Now, on like copays, prescriptions, y'all are splitting those half and half. So if you go to the doctor, the hospital, and they charge you $200, each of y'all are responsible for half of that cost. It just kind of depends on what your insurance covers or doesn't cover. So those are split half and half as you use it, but you're kind of helping her to maintain the premiums so that we maintain the insurance. Does that make sense?
A little bit.
Okay. Do you have any dispute or anything different you want to tell me on that part?
No.
Okay. Any other issue you want me to consider?
No.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna confirm the CSRP. It does have standard visit, right, Mr. Tatum?
Just a moment, I'm opening it back up.
Double check with me there.
Yes,
Just to be
Your Honor. It is a standard possession order, Your Honor.
okay. I just wanted to be sure. Thought that's what I read earlier. Okay. All right. So I'm entering the proposed order as it was originally proposed. I'm not making any changes to it. And what that includes, of course, is standard visitation, which is Friday night and Sunday until Sunday night, every other weekend. Holidays are split up. Again, like I said, if y'all can agree, both of y'all agree to something different, then y'all definitely. I'm not standing in the way of that. I think you heard an earlier hearing where I talked about that. But if she doesn't want to, then I can't make her do it. As far as the insurance, mother's going to be primarily ordered to carry health and dental insurance. And then we're leaving the retroactive amount at the same amount. It doesn't really matter the time frame. If it's the same number, it's the same final number as far as how much you owe, whether it be April or June, it's going to be the same thing. You don't get penalized at all either way, whether it be April or June. It's just going to be a total amount that we're entering, and then you've got to pay it off. So it doesn't really make a big difference. Okay, so I'm entering the proposed order as proposed. The Attorney General's office will send me the order to get signed, and then they'll email you a copy. You can always appeal my decision, Mr. Morales. You can ask the judge to do something different. But until a judge says something different, that this is going to be the order of the court, and you have a limited time to file an appeal. So if you would choose to do that, you can do that. But I can't guarantee you what could happen. It may be the exact same thing that I ordered, or it could be worse. But that's an option you have. All right. You're done with court, Mr. Morales. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.